straightforwardly across the road from the passage of a mainstream emergency clinic in the city. We lived first floor and leased the higher-up rooms to outpatients at the center. One summer evening as I was fixing dinner, there was a thump at the entryway. I opened it to see a really terrible-looking man. Why, he's not really taller than my kid, I thought as I gazed at the stooped, withered body. In any case, the shocking thing was his face, unbalanced from expanding, red and crude. However, his voice was lovely as he said, "Goodbye. I've come to check whether you've a space for only one evening. I came for a treatment earlier today from the Eastern Shore, and there's no transport till the morning." He disclosed to me he'd been chasing for a room since early afternoon. However, he had no accomplishment as nobody appeared to have a room. I get it's my face. I realize it looks horrendous, however my PCP says with a couple of more medicines. Briefly I delayed, however his next words persuaded me. I could rest in this recliner on the yard. My transport leaves promptly toward the beginning of the day. I disclosed to him we would discover him a bed, however, to lay on the yard. I headed inside and got done with getting dinner. At the point when we were prepared, I inquired as to whether he would go along with us. Not this time. I have bounty. And he held up an earthy-colored paper sack. At the point when I had completed the dishes, I went out on the yard to converse with him a couple of moments. It didn't require some investment to see that this elderly person had a larger than usual heart packed into that little body. He revealed to me he looked professionally to help his girl, her 5 kids, and her better half, who was miserably disabled from a back physical issue. He didn't advise it via grumbling. Truth be told, each and every other sentence was introduced with a gratitude to God for a gift. He was appreciative that no torment went with his illness, which was clearly a type of skin malignancy. He expressed gratitude toward God for giving him the solidarity to continue onward. As sleep time, we put a camp bunk in the kids' space for him. At the point when I got up toward the beginning of the day, the bedcloths were flawlessly collapsed and the little man was out on the yard. He denied breakfast, however not long before he left for his transport, haltingly, as though asking an extraordinary courtesy, he said, "Could I, if it's not too much trouble, return and stay the following time I have a treatment? I will not put you out a piece. I can rest fine in a seat." He stopped a second and afterward added, "Your youngsters caused me to feel comfortable. Adults are disturbed by my face, yet youngsters don't appear to mind." I revealed to him he was free to return once more. On his next trip he showed up a brief time after 7 a.m. As a blessing, he brought a major fish and a quart of the biggest shellfish I had at any point seen. He said he had shucked them that morning before he left so that they'd be overall quite new. I knew his transport left at 4 a.m. Furthermore, I thought about what time he needed to get up to do this for us. In the years he came to remain for the time being with us, there was never a period that he didn't bring us fish or clams or vegetables from his nursery. Different occasions we got bundles via the post office, consistently by exceptional conveyance, fish and clams stuffed in a case of new youthful spinach or kale, each leaf deliberately washed. Realizing that he should walk 3 miles to mail these, and knowing how minimal expenditure he had made the endowments all the more valuable. At the point when I got these little recognitions, I regularly thought about a remark our nearby neighbor made after he left that first morning. "Did you keep the dreadful-looking man the previous evening?" I dismissed him. You can lose roomers by setting up such individuals. Possibly we lost roomers on more than one occasion. Be that as it may, gracious. On the off chance that no one but they might have known him, maybe their diseases would have been simpler to bear. I realize our family consistently will be thankful to have known him. From him we realized what it was to acknowledge the awful without grumbling and the great with appreciation. As of late I was visiting a companion who has a nursery. As she showed me her blossoms, we went to the most wonderful one of every one of a brilliant chrysanthemum, overflowing with sprouts. Yet, to my incredible astonishment, it was filling in an old gouged, corroded basin. I pondered internally, if this were my plant, I'd put it in the loveliest compartment I had. My companion adjusted my perspective. I ran low on pots, she clarified, and realizing how wonderful this one would be, I figured it wouldn't see any problems with beginning in this old bucket. It's only for a brief period, till I can put it out in the nursery. She probably asked why I giggled so delightedly, however I was envisioning simply such a scene in paradise. Here's a particularly wonderful one. God may have said when he went to the spirit of the sweet old angler, "He wouldn't fret beginning in this little body.